Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and I'm just going to show you now how I'm putting together, hopefully, my snippets for in Rosanne's series that she's doing of the fabric journal. I did put my pages partway in there, but I haven't actually put them in the way she did, but that doesn't matter. So I've got that done. I sewed straight down the centre of my pages, and she did hers by sewing down the end, like the fold. And I think it doesn't matter how you do it. There's not hard and fast rules on that. And then I have to put that into there. But today I've been going through some of my bits and pieces and trying to find some things to make the snippets with, the pieces that we're going to put in it. And so I was going to make some and then show, but I thought, well, maybe I should show you how I'm going about it, shouldn't I? So on the base part, I got this fairly open weave piece of fabric because I find that easier to sew into when you put a lot of bits and pieces on the top. And then I've put on some cheesecloth here that's been coffee dyed. I've got some more here somewhere, I think. I'm thinking that my husband has left the door of my sewing room open and that my cat's in there. I can hear something occurring, and I tell you, my husband's not going to be very popular if that's what's going on, because I can't get up and go and help fix that myself, and he's outside fertilising the lawn, he said. And anyway, I can hear things going on, and I'm sure that that's cat in my room. Anyway, we'll just see if everything falls down on top of him. I suppose it'll be his own fault for fiddling in my stuff. Now, it's not very nice. I know I'm only joking. I'm sure he'll be fine. He did discover the wall section in there yesterday. But anyway, there's a bit of cheesecloth that's been coffee dyed, and so that's on next. And then I put this nice piece of pink. This pink one here. It's under here. There's a bit of vintage Broderon glaze. Beautiful. I have a bit more of that there, but anyway, I just cut a bit off that. Got a bit of pretty blue, pink lace. I know Rosanne said it didn't have to be colours, didn't have to be going together. I like, and I'm allowed to do, well, we're all allowed to do our own things. See, this is my version of what I'd put in there, and we all got our own ideas. She's likes what she likes and I like what I like, and that's fine. So we can do what we want to put in there. And then I just got this piece of lace that's used in heirloom sewing, and because you just usually sew down these sides here to connect it to the next piece, so you've got this really nice effect on your work. But anyway, so I've got that sitting there for the time being. Now I've stitched across there a couple of times, so you can see that that's there, which is okay. I haven't fastened it down any other way. And then on the bottom I did the same with a bit of the pearl thread, which I'm running out. I had that in my hand a minute ago, and I thought, what am I going to do when I run out of this colour? Because I absolutely love this colour. Here it is, and I got them down to the wire, but I'm going to have to see if I can find some more of that. And when you do these sort of things, your needle needs to be big enough so your thread can follow through behind it, so that's a good idea. Now, I've still got 2 pins in because, that one doesn't need to be there. I don't know about that, but I've picked up a piece of this here, bit off the clothing, And I think I've got that all. I had it all sitting in front of me, and I had to pick it up to move it so I could do the videos, and now it's all over in a pile. All the stuff that I've collected up that I might use today on this. I could possibly do a couple of videos because I think we might be going up to the show tomorrow. Jeremy wanted to go today. It's like a fair, if you don't understand. In America and other places you call them fairs, we call them a show. So we have, so he wants to go up there today, but it was raining this morning, so he said it was too wet. But anyway, it's going to be tomorrow, so I want to do a couple of videos today. Now, I don't know what I've done with the rest of this, but this is just cut off the bottom of a piece of clothing or something. So I've got that much there left. And I'm just gathering up like so. Rosanne did hers because she made a flower out of the seam. I do like making bits out of the anything, clothing wise. I'm going to just cut that bit off because I don't think I need that long. And then I've just got straight stitches through there and all this other thread cobbled up here at the end of it. Right, look at that, isn't that lovely? It makes a nice little nice little mess. I'll just cut that off and refred my needle. That's the wrong pair of scissors. That just wouldn't cut butter them. They just would not. Anyway, so now we're going to thread the needle again. Rightio. So I'm going to try and make a flower thing. I do like flowers. And any sort of, having a bit of trouble with my cord. The cord of the cord of my camera hangs across there in front of me. I've got the camera thing on that side, the tripod thing, and then it's plugged in on this side there to the power. So it goes over the cross in front of me, but I don't mind. I couldn't go in the room. I had all this stuff piled up here out here from yesterday because I didn't do a video, but I was just working on different things. We have another video on that later. And I just sort of wanted to, so I'm just pulling this up tight, and I'm going to, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'll try and work without my shirt in the picture because I'm trying to sit up straight. If I don't, my legs get really sore. My feet actually hurt really bad if I don't sit up properly. Look, that could be flourish, couldn't it? Looks like it could be flourish. Actually, I need to collect all that, gather all these gathery bits. I need to have all them together. Maybe this would have worked better if I'd had this bit here longer. As Rosanne showed us how she made a rose. I don't know what mine's going to be. To be honest, I don't know what it's going to be. That's one of those just ordinary. It's just nothing particular. Oh, I suppose it could be something. We'll just put a few stitches over here. A few stitches in that bit. Let me loop that around there, see if I can catch that. I've got to remember to look at the camera to see if you can still see what I'm doing. And you can sort of manoeuvre it around a bit till you find that you could be happy with what it might be. It's one of those, look. See? One of them. It seems to be tight enough though. I've got hold of it myself trying to... Right. How's that? What does it look like? Oh, it's a bit of a flowery thing, isn't it? So I'll put that on there. Only thing wrong is my book's going to be very bulky, isn't it? Hang on, I think I've got another idea. Hang on now, I'll leave that bit. I'll leave that bit then, use that other piece. Where's the other bit we had? I cut it off there a second ago. It's only me and you here. Anybody see that? There it is. Here it is. Now, let me see. If I gather that up there like that, I might actually come up through the back of this first, right? Got a knot in. Come up through there. Then I'm going to stitch this gathered up. I don't know why I'm doing this. It just come to mind. I just thought, well, if I did that there and put it straight onto it, I didn't have to worry about what was occurring, would I? Let me see now. You need it gathered up a bit better, Sonya. Be a good idea if I had the thread on there, wouldn't it? That'd help a real lot. The day's going really fast. Didn't get up till 8 o'clock. Couldn't believe that, because it's, you know, it's not good. Anyway, usually by 7 the cat's in there, but he was still in bed. Jeremy came out here and he was still laying around on the chair where he sleeps out here for night time. He sleeps out here now. He used to sleep with us, but he doesn't anymore. Anyway, it takes up too much room. He rolls around there and takes up all the bed. So it's best if he sleeps out here by himself. He doesn't like, I suppose we might snore too much or something for him, I don't know. Might be too noisy. He usually comes in there for night. He was in there last night with me till I went to sleep, and then when he moved I woke up. So how come I know that that's when he left when I went to sleep. If I've got hold of this, if I've got control, I'm going to be really pleased with myself. There we go. How's that look? Pretty cool. Now I'm going to cut that back, okay? I probably should put some glue on there to stop it from all going everywhere. But if I move this across there, just one or two bits, it's fastened on then, isn't it? Okay. There. So yesterday was the first day of our show, and usually it's only got it's the judging of the horses, the dressage and all that sort of thing bees on Mondays, and all the things will be judged on Mondays, so there's not much point in anybody going up there like before that, well, unless you want to watch some judging or whatever, but to see what's there, because it's not all ready yet. Today is one of the main days of the show, because it's got the children have half a day off school, and some of the stores close for half a day, but only the most, you know, the big shops don't. Woolworths and all that thing, they don't close today, so that's all right. Now that doesn't look too bad, does it? Does that look like a flower thing? Anyway, yeah, so Wednesday's a good day too, usually. Tonight the fireworks be on. Jeremy loves the fireworks, but he likes to go up there and stand underneath it for some reason. Where they're going, you know, like, I'm not a big fan, I don't care one way or another about the fireworks. I'd like to go and see what sort of things are in there. And the textile part and that, but because we don't have a pavilion yet, things are going to be spread out and a bit different from what they usually are, so I'll have to see. Now that turned out really good. I'm going to put a bead in that. You think I could get away with putting a bead in there? I do. I think we need a bead. Now, I don't know how this turned into my pin thing, but I've got pins in here. Bead needle. Got a couple of those in here too. My pin cushion's over there underneath all them bits and pieces. That's probably why. I hope I can find a bead. Oh, yeah, there's one there, but I don't know if it's big enough. I'll have to put a couple in. I'll put a couple of beads in. Still got a bit to go yet, but I wanted to do that flower thing. I thought I could try one. See how it goes. See, you can using the bits off other things is a really good idea. You're recycling all this stuff. I know that that a lot of the stuff that I use is recycled. Because I just like to. I'm actually going to do a video on a few things like that shortly. Little series about that. Okay, so I'm pleased how that turned out, but I'm going to put a bead. What do you reckon if I put a bead in there? You reckon that needs a bead there? I'm going to have to move this over further so we can all be here together. I know. I'll just put one on there and see what happens. What do you think about that? I don't know if I can find one bigger again. Of course I can. You should see the stuff I got around me here. Just all real around me. It's good though. I'll have to try that later. Oh, I've got this thing, it's like my mojo just popped up and said, oh, here I am, let's go. It's going to be, let's go. Oh, I can't put that in there, be too high. Be cool though, wouldn't it? Do I have a flat one? Oh, yeah, one of those, there's such a thing as a flat one, isn't there? What's this one going to look like? It's a long one. What does that look like in there? Yes. That'd be all right. You think that'll look like... Oops. Well, now that's gone. It's down there now. There's some goodies down there. Some things fly down there. I'll give it an occasional clean out and see what I've got. There's a button, but it's going to be too high, too thick, I think. Maybe not, though. It's good. You can't discount that at the moment. Righto, so we're going to thread that through the pearl. Put the pearl on and get back down in there. Does it still look like a flower? Maybe. Anyway, I hope that was Jeremy coming in from outside. I'm worried about that cat. What he's up to. Well, I don't know if I like that at all, really, to be honest. To be totally honest, I don't know if I like that. I'm going to take that off there because I liked it before I did that to it. What about a littler bead? What about a smaller one of these? Just something tiny, so you don't want to take away from it. Oh, yes, let's do a couple of those. That'll be better. Because you can see them, but it's not ruling. It's not over ruling the things. Okay. You don't want to take over the whole business. You don't look at something and you go, oh, pearl. But there's lots of other things in here too, we're going to see. Come on. Hope yous are all well and having a good day. There's a few people around the town I haven't seen for a while. I'm starting to get concerned about some different ones. You think, oh, what happened to them? Why aren't they there? Probably could be sick, I suppose. Okey-dokey. There's 2. I'll put 2 on. What do you think about that? That's all right. Maybe we better do 3. It's just nature's way, I think. You don't want, sometimes nature has things in more than have even things, don't they, sometimes? Yeah, I'm going to go back right down close, hopefully. It just made it a little bit, it looks like a little nest, and that's all right, I don't mind that. I'm going to just do a few stitches on the back here, just to make sure that that stays really tight. You don't want them loose and hanging out of there. Okay, right, that's that one. Now, where's that piece of material I had that stuck to? There. Right, now, that's nice, I like that. Now I'm going to get a bit of something else, a different colour. I mean, there's something else, a piece of thread. I'm going to do some more stitching on here. But I want something I can see. Something you can see. I should probably put that cotton up there so I can see that. But this is very light, isn't it, this green? Very light, the green. I don't know about that. This is cool, isn't it? Look. That's really neat. Lots of cool things. Lots of things that I like about me. And that's what you do. You have your good stuff around you so you know what you want to use. How about a bit of yellow? This might give it a little kick and see what it likes. Kick it up a bit. What am I going to do with that? I don't know. Let's just play. Let's just play with it. There goes a pin down the side. Come here. Gotcha. I need a magnet there so I can catch everything because it's going down the side of my chair. It's all right. Nobody panic. It's okay. Scissors was down there once. Didn't you one day? Oh dear, I was sore leg, hip part, or whatever it was. It was hurting today. Anyway, later on that day I had to move something and move that because and there's the scissors sitting down there. They were actually not actually digging me in the leg, but they were leaning against me. Yes. Now this is very thick, this stuff, but that's all right because texture's what we need, isn't it? A bit of texture's good. We're going to put a bit of stitching across here. Now, this is why I like to have something that's open weave because this is really thick. Maybe this needle's not thick enough to pull that cotton through behind it, but we'll see how we go. We're not going to give up on that. I'm just going to put a couple of stitches here and just see what this looks like. In a minute, now we're hooked up. Is that actually holding anything? Oh, no, it's not really. Okay. I don't like it where it gets to the stage where you're going to have to get out the pliers to pull it. Rosanne had to when she was doing it. But that happens, you know. It just happens. You've got to do them sort of things. If you want to do your work how you want it to be. Oops, and pull the cotton. And I'm always hanging on to my threads, you know, because I don't want them to pull through and make a big mess. And I'll pucker up and make a big mess. Now that one's a bit long, but you know what? I'm going to leave him there. He can stay there. I like him like that. He can stay like that. I'm going to end that off. That's enough of that. You don't want to go over the top. So I just do not want to go over the top with that. Now, can't use my felt thing. It's up there under all that stuff. It's just a little touch of that. I just want to put a little bit of that there. Now I have a bit of this. That's nice, isn't it? That come off of this piece here. I might just give it a bit of a trim. Yeah. Just a bit of a trim. That could go there. It could. Because this is a little bit too much, but not bad. It's not bad, so let's just put this piece on here. More cotton. We do tend to go through a bit of thread, but that's okay, I've got plenty. There's nobody panic. Okay, now we're going to put this. You know what? I've got no idea how long I've been doing this for. I've got nothing. Now I want to put this on here. Right. Now I'm going to stitch it on with a normal thread first, and you're not going to really see, when I say normal thread, it's machine sewing thread. You're not going to really see what is occurring under there. Now this is a colour that's like calico colour, you know, because that's white, well, sort of white, a bit old white, but still white, and that's a bit different colour because you can just blend in everything. Blends in. You can put it on. It doesn't matter what. I'm going to take this off a bit. I think I didn't end it off. I don't want to cut it off though. I just want to leave it hanging there. It adds to the decoration, doesn't it? And this can be, where am I out here? And this can be a pocket or a tuck or something that you can put in that I can put in that book. I think that's the idea. What we're doing. Got it all, like so. And I can end this bit off. The dog gets upset because Jeremy has to, if he's out the front, he has to leave her out the back because she's too tiny and she might run out in the road. I don't know what I cut off because it wasn't that. Alright, now, what else have I got to put on there? Fluffy, a bit of fluffy stuff. Do I need that? I think it might. It's got lots of bits of other things with it, hasn't it? And there's fluff everywhere. I have that one too. A few that I picked out that might go on here. This one definitely won't be because the colours is not. You can pull these apart sometimes because they're. And get something all like that out of there. Look at that. That's cool. That's really cool. Whoops. What do we do with it? It is. And look, it's like a frill, isn't it? It's like a frill. It is a frill, isn't it? Oh, yes. Like that bit of frill. That's snazzy. Put that there somewhere, don't you reckon? I think that might have to go on here somehow. Let me see. Now we've got it going that way. It doesn't want to go the same way I do. It's twisting about. I don't know whether that's coming from that under there. It is too. Let me move over. This way, move over. And roll this back up. Make it a little thingy. Okay? It's one of these. There's one of those, okay? Roll up thing. Not the same effect, is it? There's a bit of pink on there. That's really upsetting me, that bit of pink. I think I might have to cut it off if it doesn't, yeah, because it's the colour of the thing itself. I might just let it lay where it wants to, eh? Stop fighting with it. It's nearly making it a letter 8. I'm going to have that. I think I'm having that. I don't want it to be Well, I'm thinking about it. That's what all we can really do, because you're going to have to put a bit more of that colour on here as well. And a few bits of yellow as well. What else have I got here? Have I got anything else yellowy? I think I might have, because I remember cutting off a bit of something. I did go through all the bits and pieces. Now that's nice, isn't it? Wow. That's not yellow, but this is. Okay. I like that. By gee, that'd give it a lift, didn't it? It did. It really gave it something to do. Yep. Okay, now I think I'm going to have to leave the green because it looks good. I think I'm going to leave the green. It's going to be on there. And it doesn't matter which way it goes, I suppose, does it? We'll make a little circle out of it. How about that? Or an oval, whatever. Q. I have to come up here and fasten this down. Don't let it go anywhere. I've been sort of now needing, like there needs to be something in that, won't it? If I cut that off there, I hope I'm doing the right thing. Push it around here. Yeah, we'll do this. What's the matter with me scissors? Chopping away. Probably cut something I was no business with them. You'd hope not, though. Can't afford to have them wrecked. So where am I now? Where's me thread? Up here somewhere. Now I've made myself a circle. I'm going to have to put something in that. Ah, well. What are you going to do? I suppose it's the way things are now. I'm going to have to come up there a bit further. Hope that's fastened down. Now I want a bit of this piece thing here going across this way. It's turned into a big job, isn't it? That doesn't matter, does it? Nobody's going to worry about that. Needs to be done properly. How you want it to be is what the idea is. There's no properly, but it's just how you like it. And if you want to put these things on it, well, very good. Very good. Kind of sort of like, well, there's layers, I guess, of everything. And it's coming apart. That bit there hasn't even been fastened down yet, so that's why that's all over the shop. Right. And when I haven't even checked to see if it's going to fit in that book, oh dear me. Oh dear. Doesn't matter. It will, won't it? I can cut it in half. If things get bad, I can cut it in half. Excuse me. Well, this is a nice way to put a bit of bling on without it being too high, you know, like without it being a... Isn't it? I think that looks really pretty myself. That's right. I'm going to end this off. I might have to get close to being finished with this in a minute, I suppose. I don't know if I've been here that long. Where's my book? that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Only just fits. But you can make a pocket out of that, can't you? Put it on the end and it can be a pocket. Right, so we're still okay. We're still okay. Now, I'll have a little mouthful of water, I think. I think this is going along really well. I like it. I really do. I'm going to put a bit of this somewhere. A bit of hairy green. I suppose I could have used the same colour, but I think this might be okay. This could work for me. I'm going to make one of them roll-up things, just put it around your finger like that, and just make a little nest here of green. And I should probably put a different colour. Maybe I'll use this. Maybe I'll use this yellow to fasten it down, so it's not. Just a couple of. I think just a couple of stitches will do this. You don't want them really over the top out there. I don't want to be seen too much, just a bit. You know, put enough on there that it'll stay still. You do not want it leaving. Oh dear, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. I'm too worried about me looking at what I'm doing instead of you. That's not good, is it? Oh dear, I'm going to stick some glue in that. I'm going to glue them two bits because I don't want to put too many pieces of thread. I don't want too much thread on it. I know that's handy. Too much glue, but isn't it? I don't know why it insists on all pouring out once you nearly get to the bottom of it. It still is a ways from the bottom, but it seems to be determined to pour itself out the top at me for some reason. I think that might have to have a little something on it too. I don't know. I might have a little something. What have I got there? No, that's not the right thing. Oh, sorry. I smacked you. Oh dear. I have a button here, flash button. I like that flash button. Yep, definitely going to have that button. But I'm not going to sew it on with this because it's too thick. I don't want it to take over the button. Okay. I might just put that button on there and then we'll have to have a little break because we don't want to go too far and have to make a tiny bit of a video then it stop. Righto. So I hope that this is the sort of thing that Rosanne was looking for us to do, and it doesn't. And she said we could do ourselves what we wanted anyway. That went through just because it's a thick thing there, a thick thing. It's got a little bit of metal in there. You can see there's a little bit of metal or something in that. Gee, I hope that this was in the shot. I'll be really upset if you didn't get to see this because I think it turned out really awesome. I like it. Except there's got to be something else, just a bit here and a bit there, but we'll come back and finish it off later, okay? Thank you very much for watching. And thank you if you could leave a comment or a thumbs up, that'd be really good. If you feel like you'd like to donate to my channel, there's a little heart there that you can send me a little donation if you'd like to. You know, if you enjoy watching these and you want to feel like you need to, or you feel like you want to help me, it'll be really nice. And thank you very much, everybody, for watching. And this is nearly my first one of those. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.